What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream. Change of scenery today. I'm out of town today, so no green screen or anything today, people. So a slightly more plain background, but listen, the morning or the afternoon after the night before, last night was, oh man, it was definitely Scenes FC on the watch along yesterday, man, but for the wrong reasons, you know. I was hoping that we would have been celebrating, you know. Hello, Netflix. You know what? I'm not even really aiming it as the Arteta out show, but he will be getting slander from me. Don't worry about that, man. Yesterday, wasn't sure what I was watching. Did you have an agent as a player? I did earlier on in my career, but later on, I didn't bother, you know. Curtis, your energy got me hyped. Bro, I woke up feeling like I played the whole 90 minutes, you know. I felt shattered the amount of energy I put into that. Oh, man. What a shambles last night. Therapy sessions, people. Yeah, like I said, I'm not at home today, so no green screen, man. I had to get the best setup I could get possible, man. I said Lacazette out show, same old Arsenal. Let's get straight into it. By the way, people, I just want to let you all know, 3 p.m. I will be on the Arsenal Lounge, and Fabrizio Romano is the special guest. So the Arsenal Lounge on YouTube. Go and check their channel out. I'll be coming straight off here onto there, 3 p.m. Arsenal Lounge with Fabrizio Romano. I will be asking him who we're signing, man, because we need some new players. And obviously, I'll try and get him to come on my channel as we get towards the transfer window. The setup's real, innit, bro? It's as real as it gets, man. Background door, there's a table there. No green screen settings, you know. Background's plainer than this team. I will be back on the green screen tomorrow, don't worry. I'll be there. Good channel, the Arsenal Lounge. Right, listen. Let's dissect yesterday, people. This will only be around a 30-40 minute stream, and then I'll be straight on there. I just want to say, I did say on Wednesday when we looked at the potential team that we are taking a big risk by putting our hopes on your boy Lacazette, man. I'm telling you, because that guy, you saw all the problems with that guy yesterday. He's just not a gunman striker. He's not that 30 goal a season striker that we needed. I saw a stat yesterday that he scored less goals than Giroud did at the same stage when he'd been at Arsenal. Yes, Curtis, go on, you prick. I know that was a bit harsh. I can't believe I shouted that out as Lacazette was one-on-one. I must have known deep down that he wasn't going to score. Man said not even Arteta's parents can defend him. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Man said Kurt flicks and chill, you know. Oh, man. Big C, I went through it with you last night. You guys were lit in the comments, man. I'm telling you, you carried me through that game. Your boy Lacazette, man, he went missing. And then Willian as well, yeah. Hey, big up Ben for becoming a member. Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate the support on the channel. Much appreciated. Big up, Ben. Big up. Appreciate that. But yeah, let's have a look at the team. Let's do the player ratings. These are not going to be nice. I'm just saying that. And your boy Thomas Partey as well. He should look away now as well, because this ain't going to be nice for him. He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. Now, we'll start with... I want to know your ratings as well in the comments. So as we go through this, I want to know yours. Burnt Leno. Do you guys think Leno could have done better with that goal or not? I've watched it a couple of times and I'm like, it was point blank range. It was a powerful header, but he seems to get decent hands on it. I feel like I don't know, does an Oblak and Alisson, I feel like they might tip that over the bar. I don't want to say it was his fault, but it's just one of them that leaves you thinking, what if, you know, would a better goalkeeper have saved that? I want to see him dropped for Sheffield United. I want Matt Ryan to play this weekend. Can we play Matt Ryan against Prague next week? I don't know. But this week against Sheffield United, I want him dropped. Man said spaghetti hands. 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. It was very close. I'm going to be... I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt this time. And I'm not going to blame him for the goal. But I'm going to give him a 5 because I just don't think he did anything particularly great. And he always makes you wonder, could he have saved it? And that tells me that something's wrong with it. You know, you always feel like, oh, maybe he could have saved that. As I said, John, against Sheffield United on Sunday, definitely start Matt Ryan. The next Neuer, yeah, I don't think so, mate. More like the next Fabianski, mate. Big up Jamie says, morning, Curtis. Leno just mirrored Mankind. You know what? I actually had the Mankind picture ready as well, man, because I don't understand why we didn't test that goalkeeper yesterday. Leno is world class. I don't think so. He's definitely not at football. Big up my boy Broad. Sorry I didn't even catch the stream yesterday. Glad to catch this one. Everyone smash the like and subscribe. Let's make history. Big up my boy Broads, man, every day. He made a couple of nice saves, but nothing great. You're all right, Curtis Arteta is neck deep in debt and needs to get the bumper payout by. Trust me, man, I think he's in debt. He's trying to get sacked. Curtis, I'll remind you, you picked Leno ahead of Kasper. Oh, my Arsenal bias got the better of me, man. We all know he's not better than Kasper Schmeichel. I'm giving him a 5 just because he's got me questioning whether he could have saved it or not. Let's go into the defense. I'm not quite sure what to make of the defense. You know what? I think Rob Holden was man of the match. But let's start with the fullbacks. Let's start with Hector Bellerin. Didn't particularly do anything wrong, but I don't know. Like, he got into a couple of decent crossing positions and put poor crosses in. Still can't cross the ball. And I don't think he really helped Saka that much on the right-hand side. I don't see him like getting in good positions to get the ball. He wasn't terrible, but I'm going to give him a 5. I just don't think he brings anything to the team, really. To give a 4 and a 3, I think you have to do something badly wrong, you know. And I don't think he did anything really wrong, but he just offered very little, you know. He did do one good block from the shot, to be fair. Man said he couldn't cross a bun, brethren. You know, he's a madman, you know, I'm telling you. There is your problem, holding man of the match. Say no more. I'm giving Becky B 5, like Shafi says. Becky B gets a 5. He ain't planting no trees this morning. Cedric Suarez at left back. I'm giving him a 4. I think he maybe cost us this game because I think he could have done better in the build-up to Slavia getting a corner. And he loses his man at the back post, which is his fault. I'm giving him a 3 out of 10. No, I'm giving him a 4. I'll give him a 4. I think it's poor defending. In fact, I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10 because you shouldn't. The amount of pain and suffering we went through last night, you're one of the biggest problems. We saw yesterday why Cedric was second choice fullback at Southampton. You know, as much as we've praised him and said he's done well, which he has done all right, he's still not the level that is required. And I have to ask the question, why did Arsenal allow Kieran Tierney to be the club's only left back? You shouldn't be playing a right back at left back and have no other left back to cover. We all knew that Kieran Tierney was injury prone. He's been injured a lot of the time since we signed him. Why did this club not sign a left back in January? Unbelievable. Big up Jay Torres. Appreciate the super chat, bro. He says, big up Curtis. The more I see this team struggle, the more I respect Wenger because he at least kept Arsenal competitive with a worse team. They used to say, didn't they, be careful what you wish for? And maybe they were right, man. Maybe Wenger was not the biggest problem. I don't know. Curtis, he was out of position. I mean, Cedric, last, minute left to go in the game. People, apologies. Right. Minute left to go in the game, and he's not tracking the... Apologies, people. Apologies. Right. I needed the charger putting in. Yeah, he was out of position. Terrible from him. Man said he did a Lee Judges. Nah, man, I had to just sort the charger out, man, because it was flashing saying it's going to turn off. Portuguese international. I mean, this guy got called up for Portugal and put in a good performance, comes back to Arsenal and puts that. I mean, it was shocking. If you watch my preview on Wednesday, I said I would have played Saka at left back. I would have sacrificed him because I just don't. I think the defense was unbalanced. Let's go to Gabriel. I thought Gabriel played pretty well. You know, I thought he played all right. He won a lot of headers. He was pretty assured on the ball. I find it difficult to give anyone a high rating, but I have to admit, I think Gabriel and Holden were our best two players yesterday. I don't think the goal was either one of their faults. I don't think Slavia really tested us. So I'm going to give Gabriel a 6, a standard 6. You're giving Gabriel a 5. I thought he was better than a 5, to be honest. I thought he was Netflix hollering, man, like Big C, asking if he's still going to drop the documentary. Gabriel, decent. People saying 5. Are you looking at him as well for the goal that we conceded and saying, you know, maybe the clearances should have been better? Maybe we give him a 5. What do you reckon, people? Some of you saying 4. Some of you saying 5. Didn't have much to do. He's definitely overrated. Wow, people starting to turn on Gabriel, not happy with him. Okay, you know what? Because people are throwing slander on him for the clearance, but I'm going to give him a 6. I'm going to stick by a 6. I didn't think he was too bad, to be honest. So I'll give Gabriel a 6. Rob Holden, man of the match, to be honest. Bobby Bolden, I was very critical of him going into the game. I didn't think he should have even started the game, but he did actually play decent, to be honest. You know, in the first half, I think he was our best attacking player, which says a lot about Arsenal. But yeah, do you know what? I'm going to move Gabriel down to a 5, and I'll give Holden a 6. I don't think anybody deserves more than a 6, just because of the general all-round performance. So Bob Bolden gets a 6 for me, man of the match, which says a lot about the game, because we were just dreadful yesterday. But Holden was definitely decent. I'm going to give him a 6. I just don't feel it's right to give any player a 7 when you've just drawn and put in a performance like that. So yeah, I'll give Gabriel a 5, Holden a 6. Thomas Partey, Mr. Noodles, mate. I had to pull out the Indomie noodles on stream yesterday. This was a horror show. The crazy thing was, he kept winning the ball back, and I'd be like, "Oh, great tackle, Partey!" And 5 seconds later, he'd just give the ball away, and I was just like, what is wrong with this guy? Does he not know that we're playing in red? I want the passport checked. I want to know, is he 47? I don't know what the problem is. He's awful at the moment. He's terrible on the ball. I think the problem's got to be that we're asking him to get on the ball and try and dictate the game when he's not capable of doing it. That's got to be the issue right now. He was so bad yesterday, I celebrated El Neni coming on for him. I mean, it don't get much worse than that. You know, I wanted El Neni to come on for Thomas Partey. I mean, what kind of season is this? I'm giving him a 1 out of 10. I thought he was absolutely shocking yesterday. That is one of the worst games I've ever seen from him. In fact, that's the worst game I've seen from him in an Arsenal shirt. Could not pass a ball to save his life. He can't shoot. He can't pass. He tries to dribble and gets caught. I think we're asking too much from him. I think we're trying to get him to overplay, and he's not good enough to do it. He was absolutely horrendous yesterday. That is probably the worst I've ever seen him play. I'll give him a 1. He was shocking. Jay said a 1. That's generous. I'll give him a 1 just for getting himself on the pitch. You know, that's it. Granit Xhaka didn't do anything, you know, did nothing special. It was, I mean, what do I give Xhaka for that? He, is it a 3, a 4, a 4? He just didn't do anything. I didn't see him get on the ball. Didn't really see him tackle anyone. Didn't have a shot. 4, 5. I don't know. I don't even know what to give him, to be honest, Xhaka. I suppose he didn't do 2, but I give him a 5. I give him a 5, Granit Xhaka. It was a typical Xhaka nothing performance, really. Didn't take the free kicks. I mean, I'll give him a 4. I'll give him a 4. I'm not even giving him a 5. I thought I don't think he did anything. I did play the pass for the goal. Go on, I'll give him a 5. But it's a typical Xhaka performance, if I'm being honest. And when you've got Partey doing that next to you, it definitely doesn't help. So he scrapes a 5. Smith Rowe, I thought he was non-existent yesterday. I didn't think he turned up. And do you know what? No, I'm going to give Xhaka a 4. I don't think he played that well. You know, I'm thinking the pass was decent for the goal, but I didn't see him get on the ball enough. He was playing backwards. I'll give Granit Xhaka a 4. Smith Rowe, I thought was shocking yesterday. Non-existent. I'll give him... He went on a couple of decent runs and got crosses in. I thought he was poor. He didn't look fit. I'll give him a 3 out of 10. I didn't think he was good enough. At times, I forgot he was on the pitch. Didn't look fit. I didn't understand why I kept him on the pitch for so long. One thing I never questioned with Smith Rowe is his effort. But like you said, playing him in them wide areas, he's not that quick. He's not a winger. I give Smith Rowe a 3 out of 10. I thought he was poor. Big up Suck ST. With the super chat, he said, Curtis, last night was a new low for Arsenal FC. Next week's game is the biggest in many years. Emery will outsmart Arteta in the semis for sure. Next Thursday is it's like a Champions League final for Arsenal, you know. It's that big a game just because of what it potentially means to the future, you know, of this football club. Big up South London's finest, says smash the likes. As I said, people, apologies for no green screen. I'm out of town today, so the setup's a little different, a little bit plainer today, you know. Couldn't pass wind. Smith Rowe is quick. I don't think he's that quick, bro. I really don't. I don't think he is that quick. Smith Rowe, 3 out of 10. Willian, he might as well have been in Dubai, sprinkling salt on a steak. Pointless being on the pitch. He did one good thing yesterday, hit the post from the free kick. Apart from that, just pointless. And the frustration that he's being picked over people like Martinelli and Pepe just makes it even worse. You know, pointless performance. Did nothing. Didn't try and do much. I give him a 3. It just didn't work. It didn't work. He hit the post, put a couple of decent corners in. He ain't got that pace that he had at Chelsea 3 or 4 years ago, man. It's a retirement settings for him. I'll give him 3 out of 10. You know, it was just pointless. Why did he play for 70-odd minutes as well? Saka's getting a low rating. Saka's getting a 3 because Saka, for me, gets in a position that you can't miss. One-on-one with a goalkeeper. On his left foot, opens up and puts it wide, you know, comfortably wide as well. He didn't look sharp either. You know, he pulled out of the England squad because he wasn't fit. And again, we just left him on the pitch. I think Saka was even worse than Willian in the sense that he missed an unbelievable opportunity. So you made a massive mistake. So I'm actually going to give Saka a 2. I'm going to give him a 2 because the miss is too much. The miss is too much. It's horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. On your left foot, you don't even hit the target. I'm giving him a low rating because he did something bad. Randy Vibe said he hasn't done anything in 3 months. Him and Smith Rowe have been injured. Smith Rowe pulled out of the under-21s last game. Saka missed all 3 England games. They were left on for so much time. Why, I'll never know. So I'm giving Saka a 2. I'm sorry. He cost us with that miss. He actually was playing all right, but I can't forgive him for the miss. I'm sorry. I just can't. I cannot forgive him for the miss. The miss is horrendous. Mr. Lacazette. I don't know what to say, people. I don't know what to say. People were calling him Rick Ross with the beard and the bald head. Lacazette's miss is even worse. Lacazette's miss is even worse because you're central. You've got the whole half the pitch to score. and you hit the crossbar, and you're a striker. You're a £50 million goal-scoring striker. I saw times in the first half, the ball was being crossed in, and he was on the halfway line. I saw Lacazette pick a ball up yesterday in the defence, in his own defence. This is our striker. And I'm not having a go at people, but a lot of you were calling for him to start this game. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of you were slandering me on Wednesday when I said I'm starting Aubameyang up front over this guy. And this is the reason. The lack of threat turned up again. Lakalele, as you call him. Do you know what I mean? He defaulted yesterday. He pressed the default button. He could have played from... if he was still on the pitch now, he wouldn't have scored. You know? He just was never going to score. Hey, big up Randy said, Curtis, you were right. I put my hands up. Listen, I wish I wasn't. I don't know how he misses that. You know? Yeah, Aubameyang did miss a chance like that against Olympiacos. But let's face it, we was already through. It didn't mean as much. You know, this was the biggest game of our entire season. You know, and this guy's missing the clearest one-on-one. I watched the watch-along yesterday. I absolutely lost my head when he missed that. I couldn't believe he missed. Absolutely shocking. What am I giving Lacazette? I'm giving Lacazette a 1 as well. He's getting a 1. Lack of legs in him. I mean, you can't question the work rate, but he's just not good enough. When I see games like that, I think Lacazette's got to go this summer. There's no way on earth Lacazette can justify a new contract when he's already on 150 grand a week. Oh, man. Vladimir, big up Vladimir. He says, big up Curtis. Support from Australia. I used to love watching us play. Kroenke is sucking the life out of our club and fans. I don't enjoy watching us play anymore. Lackluster, you know. Big up Maxwell. I'm giving him a 1. Lack of ability. Twerkazette. Lacazette gets a 0. Lack of tech. Lack of finish. Lack of goals. Lack of player. Oh, man, the slander. Lacaz's got to be sold in the summer for me. He has to. His time's up. His time's up, man. He let us down when we needed him the most. The manager. Oh, in fact, we can do the subs, but I don't think many of the subs made much of a difference. Nicolas Pepe. I'm going to give Pepe a 6, the highest rating as well, because he came off the bench. And Nicolas Pepe, we should be talking about the winning goal this morning. Pepe coming on, outpacing the defender and chipping the goalkeeper. You know, he came on and done the business. He deserves more than a 6, but I'm just not giving anyone more than a 6 because the performance was disgusting. But Pepe done the business. Yeah, when he came on, he showed magic. I was going crazy. He deserves that to be the winning goal. But this bottle job team, they threw it away at the last minute. You know, so Pepe gets a 6. It would be higher under normal circumstances. Big up Joey said the result didn't surprise me, and that is damning. It is. Martinelli came on, El Neni, Aubameyang, Ceballos. I mean, I'm giving all of them a 5. I don't think any of them deserve anything more than a 5, to be honest. Aubameyang missed a good chance, but he did set the goal up. But, you know, Ceballos was on for 2 minutes. El Neni was on for 12, just ran around. I'm just giving them all a 5. And your boy, Mikel Arteta, he picked the wrong team. He waited too long to make the subs. There's a rumor going around today that Aubameyang has possibly had a fallout with Mikel Arteta. Am I surprised? No. I'm giving Mikel Arteta a 2. The only reason I'm not giving him a 0 is because the players still should have won that game. Do you know what I'm saying? If Saka scores the one-on-one, Lacazette scores the one-on-one, Pepe's goal as well, we're talking about a 2 or 3-0 victory, you know? So yeah, it's I'm giving him a 2. He's lucky, but I want him out. He's not good enough to be the manager of this football club, in my opinion. I'm seeing nothing. Like I said, there's a rumor going around today that Aubameyang's fallen out with him. This will be the first of many. You know, I believe a couple of months ago there was something going around that Lacazette doesn't get on with him. Apparently doesn't speak to him often. You will see more and more of that happening. Big up Luca. He said, Curtis, love the channel. I'm not confident next week. I think we go out of the Europa. Listen, I woke up this morning and the one thing, and I mean literally the one thing that gave me a little bit of hope is I don't think that Slavia Prague are anything special. I really don't. I wasn't overly impressed with them. And I think we're capable. I'm not saying we will, but we're capable of beating them next week. You know, a 2-1 win, 1-0 win, any victory gets us through next week. The problem is ourselves. Will he pick the right manager? Will the manager pick the right team to enable us to win the game? And I can't see it. I can't see it. Did you hear Kevin Campbell defending Arteta on hybrid squad? I didn't, but I'm not surprised. I need to get Kev on next week because, you know, there's only so much you can defend this fraud of a manager. Ian Wright criticised him. See, the tide will turn, man. All these guys that were shouting him out, they'll all change their mind. You know, you can't defend this. You just can't defend it. He's not good enough. Couple of things I just wanted to show before I get out of here, people. Some good news at last. After months of talks and coming close to reaching a pre-contracted agreement with an overseas club, 19-year-old striker following Balogun to sign a new 4-year deal at Arsenal immediately. So that is good news. You know, Arsenal probably looked at Lacazette yesterday and said, yo, forget this. You know what I'm saying? Get Balogun to sign that new deal. So for me, Lacazette sold in the summer, in my opinion. Balogun, new 4-year contract. Martinelli can play up front as well, in my opinion. There have been some rumours linking us with Edouard from Celtic now as well. Could be available for as little as 15 million. He only has a year left on his deal. Personally, I'm delighted with this, and I want to see him on the bench this weekend. If the rumours were he's not going to play until he signs a deal. There you go. Deals on the verge of being done. New 4-year deal. Get the kid involved. Get him on the bench. Give him an opportunity. He's better than Eddie Nketiah. Give him a chance. This is positive news. You know, this is positive news. So, yeah, you know, something decent. This is PR. I bet the club was sitting there this morning going, listen, you've got to put something out that brightens up the fans' mood. You know, it's typical. But no, listen, I'm delighted. As an individual piece of news, Balogun signing a new 4-year contract is fantastic because I think this guy has got the potential to be a top player. Will he become a top player? We don't know, but I definitely think he has the potential. Listen, I am going to try and be positive. I think that we can beat Slavia Prague next week. I didn't see a team yesterday that I felt like we should be scared of. As South London saying, not bigging up Arteta, but I'm sick of these players. And you are right. You are right. Like you said, you look at Saka, Lacazette, the chances they missed. Aubameyang missed a good chance. Willian hit the post. We could have scored 3 or 4 goals last night. And I don't want these players to believe they can just hide behind this manager because they're not good enough as well. You know, they're simply not good enough. A couple more things before I get out of here, people. So good news on Balogun, new 4-year contract. I wanted to show you this stat, which I thought was unbelievable. I retweeted this yesterday, which was goal saying the last time Arsenal kept a clean sheet was against Manchester United in January. They've conceded in all of their last 14 matches in all competition. I mean, that is absolutely horrific. And yet a lot of people, you know, say that Mikel Arteta has improved the defence. Our back four's better. 14 games in a row without keeping a clean sheet. We're in April. You know, we're in April. We played Man United in the end of January. We've gone through the whole of February, March, and part of April without keeping a clean sheet. You know, Gunnar Vettel said, and that is a new record, first time since 1984. I mean, this manager's just breaking records left, right, and centre. And they are not records that you want to break. Not my manager as well. I remember that, you know, and everyone was hyping him up. My manager, Mikel Arteta. No, he's not. He's not our manager, you know. But listen, next Thursday is make or break for this football club. As much as I'm really angry about last night's performance, the one positive I'm trying to connect with is that I don't think Slavia Prague are anything special. I really don't. And I think if we do turn up, we can beat them next week. But I just don't trust this manager to pick the right team. If you start picking Willian and people like that, you can forget it. You know, he's got to play Martinelli or Pepe next week in that front three, and he's got to play Aubameyang up front. You tried a thing with Lacazette, it didn't work. Drop him. Get Ober up front. When you need goals, you need your best goal scorer on the pitch. You know, Arteta has improved nothing, and I totally agree. And that is a damning stat. 14 games in a row with no clean sheet. And someone said there Gunnar Vettel said since 1984. You know, this guy's breaking records left, right, and centre. Can we beat Sheffield United? I mean, we probably will, but are we that bothered? Listen, I want the team to win, but win on Thursday. Win on Thursday. You know, that's all I'm interested in. Win on Thursday. A damning stat. We have to win. We have to. Arteta is causing unnecessary pain. Arteta has improved our PR. I call him the Boris Johnson of football. Talks a good game, doesn't back it up. Doesn't back it up with proper management and stats. He's completely out of his depth. I mean, you look at yesterday, we need a goal, and you wait until the 73rd minute to make a substitution. You know, it's just unbelievable. And yet they were making a substitution at half time. You know, they were the better team in the first half, and even they made a sub. Why is he waiting so long? Big up Gunnar Girl, man. You're doing big things on your channel, man. Go and check out her channel. The league doesn't even matter anymore. Listen, I agree. Sheffield United is just simply a warm-up game to try and get some confidence for Thursday night. This Arsenal team will probably go to Sheffield United and play great and make everyone think, you know, it's all rosy in the garden again. But it's all about Thursday. And I just don't trust this team. And as I said yesterday, I feel very disconnected from this football club. This club to me now has become a business. They put out training videos on Friday. Everyone's whipping free kicks in the top corner, you know, and then there's a new training kit released every Monday that's about £500, you know what I mean? And they're ripping the club off. It all stems from this owner. And I've said it before, I don't think anything major will ever change at this football club while this owner is in charge. And if anything good comes out of this season, it has to be a realization from the fan base that the owner is the biggest problem at this football club. His lack of ambition is suffocating us from the top through to the manager and through to the players. But listen, Thursday's crunch time. I'm sure we'll talk a lot by, you know, up until that point, and we'll see what happens, man. You know, new training kit on pre-order, starters ease. Why not do something different, man? But the one bit of good news, at least Balogun starts. I want to finish off with this picture before I get out of here, people. For anybody who watched WWF, not WWE, WWF back in the day, it's a bit of a blurry picture, but you know who that is. No, it's not the Slavia Prague goalkeeper from last night, but it looked like him. Mankind, WWF legend. This is what their goalkeeper looked like last night, and we hardly tested him the whole game. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely unbelievable. I thought I'd finish off on that note. Their goalkeeper. Next time you're one-on-one with him, Lacazette, just shoot past him into the net, mate. Don't hit the crossbar. People, I'm out of here. Subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video. I'm out of town, so there was no green screen today. I'm visiting family. I'll be on the Arsenal Lounge in 5 minutes with Fabrizio Romano, transfer guru specialist. Come and join me on the Arsenal Lounge. I need to know who we're signing, man, because we need some new players. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. I'll be back on my channel tomorrow. I'll be doing an El Clasico watch-along tomorrow night. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bless.